federal government will soon announce a ban on large gatherings in places such as churches and mosques. Thousands of believers gather in churches such as the Redeemed Christian Church of God and Winners Chapel, while Islamic sects such as Nasfat also have many followers at their events. State Minister for Health Adeleche Mamora said it was important for the government to ban religious gatherings or other gatherings with large numbers of people. So the principle of social distance must be respected. This is prevention. It's recommended against gathering large numbers of people, starting with the National Sports Festival, which is postponed. This also applies to religious events or other events where large numbers of people will be present. Not recommended at this time, he added. To ban high-risk flights, he said yes, there will be further direction from the ministry if every situation regarding us is reviewed. So guys, I think this is the best thing to do, because if you tell people, they might not want to apply, they might not want to go in that direction. We don't even need anybody to tell us. Even with the way this thing, this so-called disease that is disturbing, causing panic all over the world, the way it's spreading, and it's not written on anybody's forehead. The way it's spreading, it's so alarming. It's really alarming. Every right-thinking person should do the right thing. You should avoid all those large gatherings. You don't need to be told. Some people will start faithing it. There are some people, they believe that, oh, it is going to be against their whatever. Washing your hands is part of it. Keeping distance, if there's a maximum of distance that you need to really keep, so that you not be close to somebody in case somebody is sneezing or somebody's talking. Some people can be talking and be floating all this hugging, shaking hands and what have you. It is for our own good. This does not have any political undertone, because some people will start coming out and say, oh, this and this and that. When they are doing the right thing, we know that they are doing the right thing. It's for our own safety. And believe you me, if it's not going to even affect them, they will not be bothered. They will not be bothered, because they know they are going to be affected. It does not know whether you are a big man, whether you are a poor man, irrespective of who you are in the society. All this kind of a viral disease, don't even know who you are. They just enter anybody. If it is about your status, of course, it would have been a different thing. So it is for the good of the people. Even you, if you have an event, or you know that you are going to be involved in large gathering, you're supposed to advise yourself, no, for the now, let me stay safe. Let me stay safe, and my family, let us safe. Even somebody bringing hand, no, I don't want to shake you. Oh no, it's not because of anything. So we don't need to wait until when this whole thing escalates. How many cases do we have? Maybe 2 or 3 we have in this country. Does it mean until we get to how many before we start running a tasketa? Even before now, they ought to have done that, because we have seen that a lot of countries are battling with these things. Some people had like 2 or 3 cases. Overnight, it jumped to 100, 200, like that. Go to the UK. If you are listening to what is happening in the UK, every day they are getting almost how many cases, and people, getting, and people are really dying. Go to Italy, we know what is happening. Go to even the US, they've done the same thing. I'm even surprised they're not even talking about schools. They are not talking about schools. Of course, they say large gathering, but most especially schools, because if you think that children are not really vulnerable, they could be carriers, but at the end of the day, they transmit it to their parents. So it is a good thing that we need to put our house in order before things get out of hand. Because if we have such numbers of those people, affected, hey, we might not be able to cope. We might not be able to cope. There are many ways we can, communicate, we can do things, but we should avoid all of those things, because it spread so fast. It spreads so fast. So this does not have any political undertone. Even you as a person, without being told, you should know what you need to do to avoid certain things. Even if that thing is dead to you, but you know that because through that thing you can get infected, you have to avoid it. If you love yourself, if you really love yourself, they have been calling on the government, even the border, close the border, all flights coming from all those countries that are really, at high risk when it comes to this disease. They should close the border, but I don't know why they are still pussyfooty. We have a lot of problems on our hands. We don't want to add this disease again, because it will be so disastrous, honestly. Someone says Minister of Health and the President should go sleep. Our living God has promised to keep us good and fine. This is at your own peril, good and fine. Someone said the same Buhari that says he cannot stop the Chinese, the Italians and others from flying in. God will arise for the defense of the defenseless. You can also ban your immediate family from staying together. This is a crowd. Two is a crowd. So you and Aisha can as well be quarantined or live separately for fear of COVID-19 stuff. No more National Assembly, court sittings, markets, all schools closed, including banks, public and private offices, motor parks, hotels, airports, etc. What a clueless regime. Nigerians have never for once seen or heard anything good from this Buhari government. Honestly, it's like people don't know what is happening. People don't. It is for your own safety. You don't even need them to tell you what and what to do. If you want to go ahead of it, go ahead, fine. But the unfortunate thing is that those who will take it, they will see transfer it, and that's why we say it does not even know anybody. You don't even know who is the carrier. It's not written on their forehead. This is not politics that people are talking about. Believe you me, if it's not going to affect them, they will not be talking about it, because they know they can be affected. This goes beyond whether one thing. I don't know whether these people are listening to what is happening all over the world. I don't think they are listening to this. Is a different case entirely. This is not politics at all. Someone says ban them immediately without hesitation. Someone say what kind of a this thing is this? I don't understand what this person is. He wants to ban churches in Nigeria and flights coming from countries having serious issues about the virus are allowed to come into the country. Those, yes, they need to look at everything holistically, because that is the first thing they need to do first. You need to do that first, because a lot of people have even entered, because those are, if they are done what they are supposed to have done from the beginning. I'm not sure, it would have gotten to this extent, but they will not do it. We always do things medicine after death. Do you know how many of those nationals with a high risk of this disease that we are talking about have entered in and out of this country? At least that is the first thing they need to do before you start talking about the churches and what have you. Talk, close all those flights from those countries. A lot of people have done it. Ghana, the same thing. They made mention of it. Their president gave a press conference this month too. In South Africa, the same thing. So what are we waiting for? We are waiting until we will have a high numbers of people infected. That is when we start running it scatter. It won't be fair that time. Even the government should try to stop all those people, because they are not ready to do all of that. Someone says, Islamic agenda, church is your problem. If you have Nigeria interests at heart, why not ban these countries that have been infected with the virus from entering Nigeria? It is time the church to arise and speak before it is too late. Lord, we are saying is that everything, you have a point there, but your safety first. Let them do all of those things first. They have to see close all those, stop flights coming from all those uh countries. They have to stop them. Someone says God we this is not really what people need at this time. Someone say Buhari is a rebellion of Christians since Boko Haram, Fulani, Esme are killing innocent souls. Have you taken any action since then? Because they are your people. That is why you ignore that, and that has been happening since. So holy fire will never spare you if you don't stop saying something about a church. Someone say, why can't you ban flights from coming into the country? Other countries have stopped flights coming outside the country from coming in. What is Nigeria waiting for? Yeah, it's a good question. That's a good question. What are they waiting for? And someone says, the earlier this step is taken, the better. We now have the third case if coronavirus in Nigeria, going by the poor sanitary conditions in our environment. I think prevention is better than cure, because we will not be able to manage a large-scale outbreak of the virus in our country. That's what somebody is saying there. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you.